Hello and welcome to our special broadcast. This is a Parliament program in support of developing a citizens' partnership to develop a public participation framework for Parliament and the legislatures. In this program, we had a rare and special privilege of sitting down with some of our eminent sportspersons to reflect on an initiative by Parliament and the provincial legislatures to develop a citizens' partnership for a public participation framework. The novelty of this approach is breathtaking and second only to the inspirational messages that they had for us. Take a listen. Cameron van der Berg, welcome to our show.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much, sir.
You are a champion in Parliament's public input mobilization process. How do you feel about it?
I'm extremely excited. It's something that I've never been involved in before, and I think just to be nominated or to be able to give us a voice to the public, I think to try and get young kids that, these days they don't know too much about, what's going on in Parliament, myself included, until the first time that I went after the Olympic Games and we were invited and we came and, we sort of saw that it's not this big scary place that everybody thinks it is, and the public can actually get involved.
A lot of the times, it seems like, the general public is being shut out when, decisions are being made. So I think it's a lot more important for Parliament to actually come out there to the people, and invite them to join and be part of the decision making and give their views and comments, because I think that's very important since, the laws and rules that they make actually are for the people. So if the people are involved in the lawmaking process, then I think it's a good initiative.
Why do you think young people should be part of a campaign of this nature?
Well, I think it's important because young people are actually the voice of the future. So as they grow up, the decisions that they make an impact on what the country will become eventually in a few years' time. So I think that the voice of children is more important, not for the immediate, but for 10 years' time.
Mm. And you think processes of this nature will have a significant bearing on those futures?
Well, I hope so, just to make them realize that they do have a voice and that they can say something and they will be heard. And by them saying something, their decisions will have a huge impact on what happens to the country.
I think as young people, we've always viewed Parliament as something that actually belongs to politicians, you know what I mean? It's been something that is so far from us, So I think especially bringing it through Facebook and Twitter, you actually are trying to reach out to the younger generation because, the future is apparently in their hands because they have hands, you know what I mean? So the future is in my arms.
In 10, 15 years' time, we are the young workforce that is coming through that is actually generating the revenue for South Africa. And, we are the people that I think need to have a say because it is our future, what happens in the country. And we need to dictate what we want for the future. And I think that, if we don't sort of step forward and actually voice our concerns or get involved, we're never going to be heard. People always take the attitude of, what's my voice going to change? Or, I'm just one insignificant person. But together we all add up to become a nation, which is, at the end of the day, what gets governed at the Parliament.
Uma kuziwa kwi-public ukuthi sidinga ukuthi nisinikeze imibono yethu, then, I think abantu bayabona ukuthi uParliament wants them to be a part yalento le abayenzayo and not ukuthi bayenze nje izinto and then they're binding on people. So I think kubalekile ukuthi abantu babe ipart yalento le eyenzakalayo, like from when it starts.
If children don't get involved and make themselves aware of what happens in the bigger picture of their country, then I don't think there'll be any change in the future.
Izinto ezobe ziyenzeka eParliament zizo affecta abantu abasha, ekusaseni lethu elizayo. So if bangaba iphathi yayo, then I think bangayenza inqumo ababonayo ukuthi sifuna ukuthi ifuture yethu iye kule direction lena.
Votes do count. Votes determine the seats in Parliament that make the decisions that govern the country. And if you vote for somebody that you, for instance, believe in, they will actually have a say in South Africa and be able to help get your message across.
I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, so definitely this is going to be on my Twitter page and on my Facebook pages.
Twitter is quite a major part in my life at the moment, sharing stories and events that I'm taking part in, so I'm definitely going to take part in the Twitter side of things.
I'm going to be part of a citizens partnership
To develop a people's participation framework
for Parliament and the legislatures.
Samkelo mfowethu, asibonge ngokuvela kwakho kuhlelo lethu.
Ngiyajabula ukuthi nami ngibe lana sakhuluma.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. What is your relationship with the parliamentary and the legislature's initiative to build a public
Are
participation
you
framework?
seriously asking me that right now?
To develop a people's... sorry. Go on.
Legislatures.
I think it's a lot easier for us to get the message across to the younger people because we can relate.
Samkelo, siyakwamukela kuhlelo lethu. I-public participation ubona ukuthi ibaluleke ngani ingakumbi kubantu abasha kwilizwe lethu.
Wow, we just changed.
Like flip like that.
Okay, just regroup when you're ready.
I think
But
something exploded in my brain
I was like, oh, okay.
me
Oh,
too.
because
Okay.
the thing is
I thought that's what you said we should do.
Yes, but
No,
you
no,
can't
that's
without
fine.
warning.
the thing is
Okay.
you asking the question. I'm trying to translate the English answer I gave you
Yeah.
into Zulu, and like my fuse just exploded. I'm sorry.
Okay, now we can start that afresh.
Start that on a
word.
pressure. You ready for some Zulu?
Oh, Zulu. Oh my.
It doesn't matter. The fuse in that camera is still holding.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I think that's. Oh my word. Something just.
It's still on.
I think I had like a mini stroke.
This guy is hilarious.
Send us your ideas. Take part in developing a new public participation framework for your parliament and legislatures. Make your voice heard.